Hills, yeah. Hey, you want to hear something that'll blow your mind?
These nuts.
And a magnifying glass big enough for those nuts. No.
Hey-o. Got him.
Oh, micropene.
Oh, yeah. Chode all the way. So.
Choda.
No. So get this. Ready to have your mind blown? You can only buy a used mirror.
Hold on. Explain that.
Think about it. You can only buy a mirror that's already been used.
Oh, that is true.
Right?
Yeah.
Next time I go into a store to buy a mirror, I'm like, this is already used. Can I have a discount?
Right, I'm not gonna pay full price for a used mirror.
Exactly.
That's horseshit.
Listen. You smell something?
Hold on to your butts.
The battle of wits has begun.
Take your sticking paws off me,
finds a way.
damn dirty ape!
Hello there.
This is Sparta!
You're a wizard.
Yes, they deserve this. I hope they burn in hell!
Take a big step back and literally
Fuck your own face!
Do or do not. There is no try.
Beetlejuice.
Ever dance with the devil in the pale?
I'm your huckleberry.
Beetlejuice.
Thinking what I'm thinking about. Hallelujah!
Aim for the bushes.
Holy shit!
That doesn't make sense.
Where's the
I
Tylenol?
believe the common denominator of the universe is not harmony, but chaos, hostility, and murder.
All right, my little Dick Graysons. Let's get this
All
party
right.
started.
All right, chodes.
Chode a load. Let's get this going. It's podcast kick. And I've got myself, Nickzilla.
Yo, what up? This is Keith.
He had to think of his name.
I haven't had my coffee yet,
He
man.
didn't think of his name. What's up? This is Pop Culture Kick. This is Nickzilla.
AKA
Oh wait, no, that's your name.
the Chodesis.
Right.
Mark.
Right, I'm Mark. Forgot. I didn't nail the intro.
No, I failed epically.
Was not a superhero landing. All right, let's hop into this news. So
Okay.
I got 3 things from freaking Activision. They are all over the damn news right now.
All right, let's hear it.
So first off, Activision is in violation of California law. They have a law out there which requires an equal amount of women to men on their boards.
I saw that.
The board of
They gotta have-
directors.
They got to have at least 3 women if their board is over 6 or more people.
Right. Now, I don't really agree with that because I think it should be the best person for the job.
Right.
But I understand, they want to make sure that it's, everyone's included. They're not, making it a boys club. But
Yeah.
the fact that they have to hire a female just to be there means that she may not be the most responsible person for that position.
Right.
Uh,
I
the-
mean,
the
the
most
quota should
qualified.
not necessarily be based on gender or race or anything like that. Your quota should be based on their experience, education, and knowledge when it comes to that specific market, that specific business.
Exactly. It shouldn't matter. But in California, we all know how California is. It matters.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Keith?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
So the
The
company,
only reason that exists is because California.
yeah. So the company has, I think, 10 board members, and they only have 2 women. So they're saying that the Microsoft acquisition is what's keeping them from hiring a third woman. But this law has been in place since like 2019 or something. They've had 3 years.
They've had 3 years to do this, and now they're saying it's because of the merger.
Which was just announced last month.
Yeah, that's yeah, okay.
Speaking of the merger, it's now being investigated by the FTC for antitrust laws.
Yeah, it's because a lot of people are complaining about how big it is, but it's not gonna. It doesn't matter. Deals that big always get investigated. It's
Right.
too big, too much money, but it's not antitrust because, well, Sony's not an American company. Well, there is a Sony America, but they don't. They're not an American company, but they own the same amount. They're the largest when it comes to producing, studios and stuff.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
biggest thing with the antitrust is they're just trying to, obviously, originally they were trying to break monopolies up. But there's so much competition out there that,
Yeah.
yeah, especially in the gaming world, that it's really, I don't know, it's unnecessary to be like trying to break up these huge corporations.
Yeah, I mean it's not Microsoft's first run in with that. They've had to separate before, but it's the
Well, I
fact.
mean, look at EA and how many, studios that they scooped up and, created, especially in the sports gaming world, like, basically the same game every year, which is kind of
Mhm.
garbage.
Yeah.
Well, and they own the rights to like the NFL characters, just like Sony owns the rights to MLB. That's why there's not any other. That's why we haven't had a baseball game on Xbox for years until
Yeah.
last year when they allowed it to come to Game Pass, right? That because Sony's owned those rights to that entire franchise. So,
Right. And every single time it comes time to renew the license with the MLB or the NFL or something like that, obviously the one that's, made the most money off of it uh, is the one that gets it again over and over and over, which, again, like I said, actually hurts the quality of the games because, they're just going to make the easiest thing.
and I think that actually MLB stepped in this time and said that we won't renew or something like that if you don't put it multi-platform. Something like that. It was along those lines. But
Yeah.
MLB's also been making some big changes. Like Topps lost the sports card license that they've had for what 60 years, 70
Decades.
years,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
They they don't make baseball cards anymore. It's crazy.
You guys hear that there may not be a MLB season this year?
Right,
Mm,
right. Yeah, I know that the players are certain are right now they're still doing the CBA and everything, and I know like what
Yeah.
was it the first few
Opening
weeks
day
or
is not
something.
opening day is not going to happen on time.
You're right. Yeah, no, it's like it's getting pushed back because
Yeah.
of the CBA.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
the
There's just they're not gonna. I mean, but hey, you know, the players they don't feel like they're being paid enough.
mhm. the the next story I've got for Activision Blizzard is they are being sued in a wrongful death case of that the thing that kind of brought this to light. So the story article here says the family of an Activision Blizzard employee who died by suicide in 2017 is suing the company for wrongful death. The complaint from Janet and Paul Moynihan claims that sexual harassment at the company was a significant
Moynihan.
factor in the death of their daughter, Carrie, a 32-year-old finance manager at Activision Blizzard who was found dead at an Activision Blizzard company retreat. And that was what I was saying that they found like
Hold on. When did this retreat take place?
2017. This shit's been covered up and
So
hidden for this long.
5 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah. So it
That's why
was
they're in trouble.
yeah. So it was at the retreat that she was found dead by suicide.
And
Okay.
it had been
So
going
when
on
did
for years
this
before that.
lawsuit has?
No, no. So she was found dead. This stuff's been hidden and covered up for so long by the essentially the upper echelon of Activision Blizzard, right? And it just started coming to light in the last like year and a half, which is why we're seeing all this stuff. Studios are walking out, they're protesting, people are getting fired, all that stuff. Like this stuff's been hidden and covered up for so long They didn't know.
Yeah.
They didn't know about all the harassment and stuff, the family, until it all got blown out by a whistleblower.
Okay, so that's why they're suing, because they just found out that Activision's doing some shady shit.
Right. They just found out. Well, they just found out that Activision was covering up the
This,
discrimination, the harassment, and
yeah,
all that
yeah.
stuff that was happening to her.
Yeah, and it was crazy stuff. Like I told you, like they would, like she'd come to her hotel room and there'd be like, you know, dildos and Polaroids of nudes or something like on her bed. Like it was crazy. You can go
Yeah, it was
online and
really
watch the
disgusting
testimony.
shit.
You can watch the testimony, and it's fucking disgusting. The shit they were doing, thinking they could get away with because they're all, you know, rich.
It was that
Yeah,
frat
yeah,
boy
they're
mentality.
executives. Yeah, well, they're business executives. You know, they have all this money, all this power in the company, and they think that they can do no wrong.
Yeah, it ain't no Wolf of Wall Street. Times are different.
All right, so if you guys are looking at my screen, did you see this? Free Guy sequel confirmed. However, Ryan Reynolds does not want to do it until it's right.
Well, yeah, he's all
Script
big about
has
that
to be
nerd
right.
culture. You know, he's very big on making sure that it's good and accurate to what would the fans would like, because he is a fan of all this stuff.
Yeah, and that
And
makes
I thought-
sense. I
I
mean,
thought that
it's
was
gotta
great.
be good quality.
Yeah, I mean, did you see that they're about ready to greenlight Beetlejuice 2? They've got everything starting to line up now.
Yeah, I heard
No,
about
I
that.
didn't hear that. Hold on. We got is it Jack Nicholson?
Oh, Michael Keaton,
No.
dude.
Yes. Yeah.
Miguel Keaton.
We got him in it or no?
Yeah, I think he wants to do it. He's kind of
At
in the
least
last
a
couple of
cameo,
years.
right?
Well, in the last couple of years, I think he's been talking about wanting to come back to some of his bigger roles and redo them, which is why he's doing Batman. You know,
Great.
we thought we'd never see him in Batman again, dressed up in the
Right.
outfit.
Right.
You know, and he's back for that. You know, so yeah, they said there's been some headway. I don't know if they're going to do Tim Burton's original script, which was Beetlejuice Goes to Hawaii, but we'll see. Speaking of Batman, though, during an interview with BBC Radio 1, Robert Pattinson, he was asked if he managed to nab any bat paraphernalia from the Batman set, and his quote was, "It's impossible to take anything home from the set. I think the only thing I really got was," and he said, "I did get a lot of
Herpes.
socks." He said, all of my socks are all from Batman. The one of the Warner Brother execs, he said that he kept getting told off by Warner Brothers. He added, "They're like, you know, it's fine to have a few, but you take them every day. We've been filming for like a year. How many socks do you need?"
All the socks.
Man, he sounds like a really down to earth dude.
I don't know, man. He's British. Can't relate.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Every time you see him, he's in like, you know, some fancy, like high model style thing. So I don't know.
Well, just see that IGN placed the Heath Ledger Joker as the #1 Batman villain.
Correct.
Well, that's because it
Is
it
accurate.
is.
That is totally accurate.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Paul Dano's Riddler was awesome. I mean, it was very like Son of Sam, Zodiac Killer style. You know, but I mean, it's no Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah. So, top 3. I'll just name top 3: Heath Ledger Joker, Mark Hamill Joker, Jack Nicholson Joker.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Starting to see a
so
trend there.
The Joker is obviously the most famous and arguably the best of Batman's villains.
It's the most visible.
He's the antithesis to Batman.
Yeah, the most visible villain.
And they're different Jokers. Jack Nicholson's Joker is the gangster Joker, right? You've got um, Heath Ledger's Joker is the anarchist Joker.
Yeah, anarchist. Yeah.
You know, so they're different styles, different Jokers. I mean, that's why in DC, the comic books, they've got a 3 Joker run where they show the 3 different Jokers. That there's actually 3 separate ones with different styles, and we just find that out, you know, in the last like year or so with the comic books. So they're totally different. I mean, Joker is Batman's #1 villain and always will be.
Yep. Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman, number 5.
That's a good one.
Tom Hardy's Bane, number 7. And then Danny DeVito as the Penguin, number 9.
Well, again, it's different iterations, right? Like the Penguin in this movie is being referenced like Scarface, right? He's a nobody in this movie. He's kind of just like a lower goon. And then the show that's coming out on HBO Max is going to be like his rise to fame and power in this power vacuum that the movie sets up. So, like I said, they're referencing it like Scarface, where he's going to start out low and then he's going to be the king, putting his face in a pile of salmon or something. I don't know what the fuck the Penguin dips his face into.
Yeah. All right, so on that note with the box office, let's look at the Batman so far. Actually, it's at 57 million for its opening weekend, which obviously that doesn't account for Sunday's box office. But if you look at the last singular Batman movie, The Dark Knight Rises, the opening weekend was about 160 million. So way off the mark as far as like, you know, the last Batman film. So it's not doing as good. And if you look at the opening weekend for, you know, Star Wars Force Awakens, 247 million in the opening weekend. And then you look at Avengers Endgame, 357 million in the opening weekend.
You also have to think, though, those were pre-COVID.
Yeah, but I mean, you would think that, you know, your hardcore, you know, Batman and, you know,
Yeah,
comic
I
book
understand
movie
that, but there's not.
fans would be out there no matter what, risk death to see this movie.
Well, you know, Spider-Man No Way Home also did very well, and that was before this one. So, but
Right.
those
right before this one, so you know that's post-COVID. So
I do know.
there's no
Every
reason for the
time-
Batman to be doing that bad in the box office in
I
its
do know
opening weekend.
every time I tried to get a ticket, it was sold out.
Well,
This whole weekend.
so there's 2 things on that. So the other ones, Dark Knight Rises, right, had the Dark Knight that came before it. So everyone thought they were getting, you know, another Dark Knight. So that will also drive up those sales because it was already 2 in the, you know, in the chamber from that one. This the box office sales usually are about a day or 2 behind as well. So that may just be Thursday night, Friday openings because I think
That's what Mark said. That excludes at least Sunday.
yeah,
right?
and it probably
it
doesn't have
excludes-
Saturday.
It excludes Saturday too, because it's just showing the opening day.
Yeah,
When did that open? The first,
Friday.
right?
Friday.
March 4th.
First was the
Yeah,
pre-release.
yeah. They were looking to be on track with pre-sale tickets to be about 150, 160 million opening this weekend is what they were expecting from all the pre-orders.
Okay, well,
I mean,
Oh,
it has yet to be
how
seen.
we'll see how it tracks as far as the opening weekend when the box office closes.
Yeah, exactly. You know, did you see that so you've always got people like Washington Times or Washington Journal or any of those that it always seems like when there's a movie that the fans really like, they always put like a negative review out saying it missed the mark, it did this or that.
Right.
So I was reading stuff about that, and people will go and they find who wrote the movies, and half the time these people don't even watch the movie. They don't even go see it before they write those reviews for it. They go based off of trailers and testimony from other people to write those reviews. And
Yeah.
I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
dude, that's so damaging to, if you get like the New York Times writing a piece about how the movie missed the mark and it's not very good, that's going to affect people going to see the movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. True, but also, and the word of mouth gets around, and I'm not dogging it on that. I'm just looking at the money.
Right. Well, the money will tell.
That
That's
just sounds
that's your.
like a crap practice, though. How you
I
gonna
know.
write about something you don't know?
Exactly. And unfortunately, that's the world we live in.
Yeah,
I
no
mean,
kidding.
it is the, biggest earner for this weekend with its opening weekend, because it looks like number 2 is Uncharted, and it's like blown that completely out of the water because Uncharted only made about 3 million this weekend.
Oh, geez, that's
Yeah.
gonna be a bust.
And you know what's funny is that same article talked about how a huge success that movie was. They're like, it's made $50 million and or I don't know, something, and they're like, it's such a huge financial and a big success for Tom Holland. And
Yeah, I mean,
I th-
I can't find a budget for it, but so far its worldwide gross is about 235 million.
so I'd expect that movie probably be on a budget of what, 100 million or less, maybe. I mean, it's gonna make money, and you got to remember the largest Spider-Man movie came out like 2 months before that movie came out with Tom Holland. So people are going to go see it just for Tom
Yeah.
Holland
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg. So yeah.
uh,
Uh,
so new Halo season, May 3rd, gonna
all
be
right.
called Lone Wolves.
Okay. All right. Cool. So we're getting out of the Reach game and getting into the Lone Wolf game. All right.
Yep.
Okay, so PlayStation Lifestyle.net reports the budget at about 120 million.
Okay. So
So
it's more than doubled.
it is successful. It's technically successful, although, well, not really. I mean, worldwide it would be successful. The only thing is domestically it has to do well in order for it to be successful. So it's not quite on the mark quite yet.
I always thought that was interesting when like this movie was you know, failed at the theaters, and I look at the numbers. I'm like, yeah, but it made like $400 million. How did it fail? It was a
How
budget of
did it
60,
Yeah,
fail?
and then we
worldwide.
go and then we go look. I go look at domestic, and it was like it made 80 million on a budget of 60. I'm like, oh, I guess
Right, exactly. So it needs to in order for it to be a success, it has to double its budget domestically.
right, exactly.
That's kind of the rule of thumb. So yeah, not quite on the mark yet. But video game movies tend to not do so well in the box office.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm looking at these new maps that are coming out for the new season of Halo.
yeah, it looks pretty sweet.
I'm excited.
Hey, you know what I'm not excited for? They're remaking White Men Can't Jump for some reason.
Get the hell out of here.
Really?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll go on to the next news item. Keith or Mark, you want to look up any news you can find on that? I know they announced the rapper. I didn't get his name, but yeah, that's a classic, man. Like, yeah, that's disappointing. Like they're
Yeah.
really hitting the bottom of the fucking barrel if they're remaking White Men Can't Jump.
I already hate it.
So it's a rapper called Jack Harlow. I've never heard of him. You see him on my screen?
Oh, okay. So he plays the Woody Harrelson character then.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Jack Harlow is Woody Harrelson, and Barry Jenkins. Barry Jenkins from Blackish is going to be Wesley Snipes.
Oh, look at it. Makes his acting debut after having a small role in Call of Duty Warzone's commercial last spring.
Oh my god!
There's that CG bullet shit they want to use for guns. That's what they want to.
horrible.
That's what they want to do for movies. They want to get rid of live firing guns.
Yeah, well, you know, if you want to make it look more like a video game, then that's what
him
you do,
right
right?
there. That's him. That's him flying the chopper.
So he said,
He just goes, "What?"
"All right, I'm out of here.
Okay,
That was
well,
it?
I mean,
I
you know,
vote him off the island. They do not get a rose.
that
They do
commercial
not pass go."
probably made him a lot of money.
So that kicked off his acting career.
I'm sure they. I mean, look, man. Music you can make a lot of money, but you get yourself into a movie and you start getting those royalty checks for the rest of your life.
But yeah, I
Uh,
want to see a Big Lebowski. I watched it the other day and remembered how great that movie is.
not the couch, man, or not the no,
Not the carpet, man, or not the
not the
rug.
carpet. Yeah, no, dude. The part where he picks up a bowling ball and he's like, "What's this?" He's like, "I'm thinking of taking up golf." Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
You're out of your element.
So, have you guys watched The Boys Diabolical yet on Amazon Prime?
No, not yet.
No, I just saw it actually when I was looking up the story.
I sent you guys a video clip the other night. Holy shit, is this cartoon freaking brutal? It is diabolical. Oh my god, the first episode I don't think has any words in it. It's just talking. It's like old school Looney Tunes style cartoon.
Right.
But fuck, man, like the first episode has the baby with the laser eyes, and he's just like exploding heads and chopping people in half and shit. Like, oh my god, it's crazy. It's
There's not enough time in the week to watch everything.
the episodes are short too. They're like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, so it's something you can just pop on. And I think there's only like 8 episodes anyway. So you can sit there for like an hour and a half and probably burn through most of them. But apparently the last episode sets up season 3. Oh my god, episode 3. What the fuck's the main guy's name? God damn it. What's his name?
The Captain America dude?
No.
Yeah, you talking about the kid? What's his name?
No, not Jack. What's his face? The other one. God damn it. He plays
Carl
Bones.
Urban?
Carl
The
Urban's
other
character. What's his name in the show? Anyone remember?
Billy Butcher?
Billy Butcher. There you go. Yeah, so fucking Billy Butcher shows up to the episode's called The Pusher, and it's the drug dealer for all the soups. And he gives this like speed shit to this one guy who can fly really fast, and it fucking makes him go nuts. Oh my god, dude. When you guys watch that episode, you're gonna be cracking up so hard. Because this dude's like doing sonic booms over people's heads and just like just flattening faces. It's so good.
All right, so what else do we have in news?
All right. So you know how Disney bought Fox, right? And so they own all the Aliens,
Yes.
Predator, all the Fox stuff. So and they also own Hulu. So they're going to use Hulu as their platform for their more mature movies to keep it off of the Disney Plus app. And so that's where Alien and Predator is coming, and it's going to be the home for Alien and Predator. And one of the big things that's cool with this is that Hulu, being the ones that now control those franchises, means that it will be free from movie studio executives from fucking around with the movies.
Nice.
So instead of, because starting with like Alien 3 and on, all they did was add more gore with no substance, nothing story wise like Alien and Aliens had.
Yeah.
And so Hulu says, no, we're bringing that shit back. They said, we can make this into a show. We can make it long form. We can tell a story that involves these characters and really bring it back to the true roots of what it was. And so that's some pretty good, exciting news that Disney's deciding to, take it honorably and do good with it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's good. Glad to hear that. I
Yeah.
have one thing talking about Nintendo. The eShop in Russia just went down March 4th. So Russian gamers are not able to purchase any digital games through the Nintendo eShop.
Not just Nintendo. That was actually my next news story. Microsoft shut down their stuff too.
Yeah.
They shut off all software. I mean, everything. They cut them off completely with their all support, everything. So yeah, for the Russian people that are not involved in this,
Right. Yeah, that's what I was
the
gonna say.
gamers,
You have all these Russian gamers who are not involved in any of the invasion with Ukraine and stuff like that, and
Right.
now they can't play the games that they want to play.
yep, they're
Because
blocked from servers. They're blocked from everything.
Let's see. So there's going to be a I Am Legend sequel.
I saw that.
Yeah, I'm going to have Will Smith and Michael B. Jordan, who's actually, I was surprised. He's pretty versatile, pretty good actor.
he's gotten a lot better.
Yeah, I think to me, Creed was my favorite that he was in.
Creed was really good. Black Panther, I thought he was excellent in Black Panther.
Yes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
hated Black Panther. The best part of Black
Not-
Panther movie was Killmonger.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. Like, yeah, I mean, with with uh with that he was definitely the star of that movie.
Absolutely.
Yep. And then I've also got.
yeah.
You got what else you got?
I only have one thing left, but go ahead.
I don't know how excited you guys are, but Hocus Pocus is coming this Halloween. Hocus Pocus 2.
Yeah, they filmed it all. I think they're still filming, but yeah,
Nope, they're done filming.
nice.
Yep. So now it's in
Sweet.
editing, and I'm excited for it.
Hey man, bring my childhood toys back for me to play with one more time. Just do it right. So my last story that I have is Marvel. So this is for comic books. If you guys want to go out and pick up an issue, I would do it. So King Conan, issue number 3, just dropped, and they're taking a lot of heat and fire and backlash. So much is that they're actually going to be changing this character and from reprints of issue number 3 and from the future on. So in issue 3, they have a female character that looks very, very, very close to Pocahontas, but she's like scantily clad. Like it, the people are very upset about that. And so this would be in the issue that I would probably speculate on would be. I already looked at eBay. Like they're already going up to like $25 for this $3 book. Because it's not going to be available past this first print. So,
I mean, how scantily clad is Conan in this book?
well, it's the fact that they did right. No,
I
you're not
mean, right. I mean, come on.
It's just the loincloth.
Is this double standard here?
No,
with
no.
Scantily
It's
clad characters.
it's the fact that it's Pocahontas, a real life like
Native
Native
American.
American
Yeah.
person. So even the artist was like, I apologized, or like it, I had my blinders on. I wasn't thinking, because it
So
looks just like her.
so what they're saying is they don't want to include Native Americans.
Probably not in King Conan subject material where they're like lobbing off body parts and shit. Like, I'm sure they just want something a little bit more respectful if they wanted it, but yeah, they were not happy about Marvel Comics having it in a King Conan comic.
So they want books to be inclusive, but they don't want to include these protected groups in their comic books.
Well, that was like
Yes.
that Superman one I was telling you about, where they had they did the Pride event thing, and it's
Yeah.
they completely changed the whole way, in look, and it was the least selling comic. But I guarantee you, this one will be one that you want to go out to the comic book store and just pick up a $3 one, throw it in a bag and a board, and put it away, because they don't do that often where they pull it and then don't reprint it. So I would go get it. It's called King Conan #3.
Okay.
And that's it.
Well, I think that about wraps it up for this week.
Well, what I watched, so this week I watched Reacher. Have you guys watched that yet?
No, but I've heard good things.
Oh my god! So it's the guy who played it, Sam. I can't think of his last name right now. He actually played Aquaman in Smallville. He played Aquaman in Smallville years ago, and actually he's in Kristen Kurik's in this too, who was also in Smallville. But damn, dude, does this dude just whoop ass through this whole show? He walks in, someone will ask him something, to like, put your hands down or put your hands up, and he'll be like, no. And they'll be like, what? No, I'm not doing that. And he just like breaks the guy's nose. Like, it's just, he's a fucking mountain man, dude. It's crazy. So
nice.
Check out Reacher. I highly recommend it. It's also on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Oh, wait, one more thing. If you guys have Amazon Prime, did you know that it comes with the Comixology?
No, I don't know what that is.
I just fucking found this out, and holy fucking shit. So download the Comixology app on your phone, sign in through the Amazon sign in if you have Prime. You can just read comic books. It has all the comic books. I'm reading one right now that's called The Night of the Ghoul by Scott Snyder. And it's fucking amazing. And you can just pop up comic books on your phone. And it comes with the Amazon Prime membership. Check it out, Comixology.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Keith, you didn't watch Amazing
No,
Spider-Man 2 this week?
I did not do a Spider-Man. We were busy all this week. We had a housewarming party, so.
Oh, and me and Shelby weren't invited. Okay.
Man, we had over 20 people here. It was way too many. I was not excited for it.
Yeah, that happens. I mean, I get socially burned out pretty quickly too.
Yeah.
Excellent. What about you, Mark? What'd you watch?
Still been watching The Peacemaker and The Walking Dead. We're still going through those.
Fucking love Peacemaker, dude. That opening scene with the dance scene. I fucking love it, dude. I love it.
Yeah, that's good.
Holy shit, dude.
That's pretty awesome.
It looks like a fucking He-Man action figure doing a dance.
Yeah. It's so weird and funny, but yeah, I'm loving it so far. Shelby's loving it so far too. It's a good show.
Heck yeah. All right, well, hey, is that it? We wrapping up this week?
Yeah,
I think that's it.
Wrap that up.
All right, well, I'm Nick Zilla. You can find me on Twitter at PCK_NickZilla.
This is Keith signing off at PCK_Keith.
And I am Nick Zilla Keith, signing off as well. Man. I messed it up again. Sorry, I'm Mark Becker II.
That's what happens when all the blood flows to the chode.
Dude.
All right, dudes. Catch you next week.
Coachonly.com.
Next week.
Check us
Pop
out.
Culture Kick.
Come to our Discord. Check us out. Come talk with us. Chat with us. And same bat channel, same bat time. I'm hoping these fuckers go see Batman so that way we can talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, then.
Okay.
If I can get a ticket, we'll go see it.
How do I end this thing?
Stop.
How do we end
Or
this
no,
thing?
leave.
We
What
can't
is the
afford to be
most
neutral in a moving
unattractive male first
train.
name in the English
Just
language?
push random buttons.
What you just said
Big red button.
is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Most of all, fuck you!
That's all, folks.